survey says it's time to play Family Feud Platinum Edition. Inspired by the classic TV game show, bring Family Feud to your own living room and put your family and friends to the test. The team or player with the highest score wins the game and the bragging rights. The object of the game is to have more points at the end of the game by guessing the most popular survey questions. To begin, have the scoreboard and dry erase marker ready. Each face-off card contains 1 survey question. Each fast money card contains 5 survey questions. Shuffle the cards and put them in 2 separate piles, with the fast money pile off to the side and the MC card on top of it. The MC card is used to block players from seeing any questions on the 2-sided cards. Choose one player to be the MC for the game. The MC's job is to read all the questions to the other players, keep score, and mark X's on the dry erase scoreboard. Divide the remaining players into 2 teams and have each team select a captain. During the game, players will try to answer based on what they believe will be the most popular survey answers. Each game consists of 4 parts. 3 face-off rounds, each with 1 survey question, and the fast money bonus round with 5 questions. During the face-off rounds, the answers and points are written on the dry erase scoreboard, with the number 1 answer and its points placed at number 1, number 2 placed at number 2, and so on. Strikes are recorded in the strike boxes and are given for responses which are not on the face-off card. At the end of each round, the points are totaled and added to the scoreboard of the winning team. Each round begins with a one-on-one face-off as a player from each team tries to take control of the question by giving the more popular answer. Each team chooses a player for the one-on-one face-off, and the MC reads aloud question 1. When either of the 2 players has an answer, they raise their hand. In the case of a tie, the MC decides who responded first. That player must answer the question immediately. Failure to answer immediately will cost you your turn. If a player's answer is the top answer on the board, he or she may choose to pass or play. If the answer is not the top answer on the board, the opposing team is given the chance to answer. If their answer is placed higher, they get the choice to pass or play. If their answer is lower, the first team goes first. If both players give an answer that isn't on the survey, the second player from each team attempts to answer in the same order as the first 2 players. You then write the answers and their point values on the face-off part of the scoreboard. The players on the controlling team take turns guessing the answers to question 1, and their teammates are not allowed to help. The controlling team wins the round if they give all the remaining answers to question 1 without getting 3 strikes. The points are totaled and added to the scoreboard. If the controlling team gets 3 strikes before all the remaining answers are guessed, the opposing team has a chance to steal the points, with each member of their team offering a potential answer and the captain deciding what they think is the winning response. If the answer they give is on the board, the opposing team wins all the revealed points. If they guess wrong, the controlling team gets all the revealed points. For rounds 2 and 3, the point value the MC calls out is then doubled when put on the scoreboard. The captains will select one player from their team to play in the fast money bonus round. Another player on their team will write the answer on the fast money section of the scorecard, but not the score. The MC will select a fast money question card and reads each of the 5 questions. If a player gives an answer not on the answer card, the MC says, "Try again." The player then has 1 chance to give a new answer. In the fast money bonus round, the player whose team had the most points at the end of the face-off rounds answers first. Other teammates can't help competing players choose their answers. The MC will determine the amount of time players will have to answer each question, and then read each question in quick succession. It's the fast money round after all. When all 5 fast money questions have been played, the MC then reveals the totals for each answer. These points are worth triple and marked on the scoreboard. Points for all rounds are then totaled. The team with the most points on their scorecard at the end of the game wins. Are the kids asleep? Survey says it's time to play Family Feud Late Night Edition. This special edition of Family Feud is for mature audiences 16 and up. Answer crazy, lewd, and risque questions for the win. This game promises guaranteed laughs and more than a few awkward moments. Inside the box, you'll find 200 face-off cards, 1 MC card, 1 dry erase scoreboard, 1 dry erase marker, and 1 instruction sheet. To begin, choose an MC. Their job is to read the questions, reveal the answers and point values, and record them to the dry erase scoreboard. using the included dry erase marker. The MC also uses their judgment to break ties and determines if someone takes too long to answer. Shuffle the cards and put them into a single pile. Use the MC card to block the card's questions from being seen by the other players. Each game consists of 3 face-off rounds, each with 1 survey question. During the game, players will try to answer based on what they believe will be the most popular survey answers. Each team chooses a captain to determine the order of the players. The game starts with each captain choosing 1 player for the one-on-one face-off. The MC chooses a face-off card, and after revealing the number of possible answers for each question, reads 1 question out loud. When either player has an answer, they raise their hand and must answer right away. If they take too long to answer, the MC will mark a strike on the scoreboard, and it becomes the other player's turn. If their answer is not the top answer, the other player may answer. If their answer is placed higher, they get to choose if they want to pass or play. If their answer is lower, control goes to the first team. If both players give an answer that is not on the card, the second player from each team attempts to answer the question in the same order as the first 2 players. If a player gets an incorrect answer, they get a strike on the scoreboard. The team that wins the one-on-one face-off may play the question or pass. The team playing the question becomes the controlling team. Players on the controlling team try to guess the remaining answers. If the controlling team gets all the remaining answers without getting 3 strikes, the MC totals the points and adds them to the appropriate space on the scoreboard. If the controlling team gets 3 strikes before the remaining answers are given, the opposing team may steal the points by providing 1 of the remaining answers. The opposing team is allowed to discuss possible answers, but the captain decides ultimately which one they are going with. If the response is on the card, the opposing team gets all the points, and if it's not on the card, the controlling team gets all the revealed points. The next 2 rounds are worth double points. Repeat the play of round 1, only the MC now doubles the point value when recording on the scoreboard. To win the game, be the team with the most points after 3 rounds of play. Attention movie buffs! Survey says it's time to play Family Feud Blockbuster. Grab your popcorn and get ready for hilarious fun playing this game based on the popular television game show, but now with a movie twist. It's a movie survey showdown. Teams will take turns trying to guess the answers to different survey questions about film. Brush up on your movie smarts because there are hundreds of survey questions waiting for your answers. Guess the most popular survey answers and earn the most points to win the game. Inside the box, you'll find 150 face-off question cards, 50 fast money cards, 1 dry erase scoreboard, 1 dry erase marker, and the instruction sheet. To set up the game, get the cards, scoreboard, and dry erase marker ready. Decide who will be the host, and then divide everyone else into 2 teams. Try to make those teams as even as possible. For example, you may want to split up the players that have seen every Hitchcock movie, and the ones that have spent years of their lives watching sci-fi. Have each team choose a team name, captain, and the order they'll take turns. For a 3-player game, 1 player will act as the host, and the remaining 2 will play against each other. Make it a one-on-one movie lovers extravaganza. The host has many important jobs, so get ready to unleash your inner Steve Harvey. The host reads out questions, writes down answers, adds up scores, and decides who was the fastest to raise their hand. The host also decides if someone is taking too long to answer. The host decisions are final. We do not question Mr. Harvey. The scoreboard is divided into 3 sections: the face-off answer section, the fast money answer section, and the scorecard section. During the face-off rounds, the answers and points are written on the face-off answer section, with the number 1 answer and its points placed at number 1, the number 2 answer and its points placed at number 2, and so on. Strikes are recorded in the strike boxes. The first round begins with the captain from each team trying to take control with a one-on-one face-off. The host draws a face-off card, announces how many answers are on the card, and reads the question out loud. The first player to raise their hand gets to answer. If they don't answer immediately, they lose their turn. If their answer is the top answer on the card, they can choose for their team to pass or play. If their answer is not the top answer on the card, the captain from the other team has a chance to answer, If their answer is higher, they get to choose for their team to pass or play. If both captains give an answer that isn't on the card, then player 2 from each team attempts, then player 3, and so on. Pass or play means that they can decide whether they want their team to guess the rest of the answers, or pass the round to the other team instead. Player 2 from the team that is now playing gives their answer next, then player 3, and so on until all the correct answers have been guessed or they get 3 strikes. When correct answers are given, the host writes them down along with their scores on the face-off answer section, making sure to match their places with the face-off card. If a player gives a wrong answer, their team gets a strike on the scoreboard. If the team gets all the answers correct without getting 3 strikes, the round is over, and the host writes the team's total face-off round 1 score on the scorecard. If a team gets 3 strikes before they get all the answers on the card, the other team can steal their points. How does that work? These are the stealing rules. If a team gets 3 strikes, the other team can try to steal their points for that round by guessing a correct answer that hasn't been revealed yet. The team can quickly decide together what the answer is. Then the captain gives the final answer to the host. If the answer is on the card, they win the other team's points, plus the bonus for their answer. But if the answer isn't on the card, the other team keeps the points. For face-off rounds 2 and 3, the rules are the same as they were for round 1, except a new player from each team is chosen for the one-on-one face-off. At the end of each round, the host adds up the face-off score, doubles it, and writes it on the scorecard. Each team chooses 1 player for this round. After each question is read, the fast money players give 1 answer each. The player whose team has the highest face-off score answers first. They have to answer quickly. It's called fast money for a reason. The host can decide if they're taking too long. Here's how it works. The host draws a fast money card and reads out the first question. Player 1 from the team with the most points answers first. No one can help them. If they give an answer that's not on the card, the host says try again, and the player gets 1 more chance to answer. If they can't think of an answer or take too long, they lose their turn. The other player now gives their answer. The host writes the answers but not the scores for the first question on the scoreboard. The host then reads out the second question, and so on until the card is finished. The host can now reveal the points for each answer and writes them on the board. The host adds up the player's scores, triples them, and writes them on the scoreboard. At the end of the fast money round, the host adds up the team's total game scores. The team with the highest score wins. And remember, follow the yellow brick road, show me the money, and may the force be with you.
Do you like trivia? How about Friends? That's perfection. Introducing the Friends, the one with the apartment bet game, the fun, fast-paced trivia game based off the hit TV show. Find out if you're in the ultimate Friends fan zone or relegated to rebound roommate status. So how do you play? Could the game be any easier? No, not really. Show you're the ultimate Friends fan by answering the most questions in 5 rounds. It's simple. Split into 2 teams. Create a fun team name like the Paleo Know-It-Ologists, Phoebe Smarty Cats, Joey Triviani, the Rachel Queens, Chandler, Bing, that's correct, or Team 1. Then write what you're wagering. Great, let's pivot to gameplay. Flip a coin to see which team goes first. The winning team is Team 1 and chooses a question from these 4 categories: pet peeves, ancient history, literature, or it's all relative. Team 2 asks the question, and anyone from Team 1 can answer. Once a question is asked, mark an X in the category on the game board. Each team must answer 2 questions in each category, so 8 questions in all. Score 1 point for each correct answer and mark it on the back of your team's card. Once both teams have answered, it's the lightning round. Team 1 chooses a player to read the questions, another to keep score, and the remaining players answer the questions. When ready, grab a lightning round card, flip the timer, and go. Score 1 point for a correct answer, and lose 1 point for an incorrect answer. But no skipping questions, you have to answer them all. Answer as many as you can before the time runs out. Then it's Team 2's turn. So, how do you win? Everybody wins when you're playing with friends. Thanks for watching. Just kidding. What a terrible finale that would be. The team with the most points after 5 rounds of trivia wins it all, bragging rights, and the other team's wager. So maybe you do win by playing with friends. Friends, the one with the apartment bet game, is out now. Are you an Ultimate Friends fan?